Welcome to this On the Bank here at Tunnel Barn Farm today. Today we're on the new pool and I'm going to run you through fishing across in the shallow water. This time of year when the water's getting warmer, the fish want to feed in shallow water, and for me it's a brilliant way of catching them. But over the years I haven't done much of this style of fishing and I've struggled with it. So what I want to do is, I've come down here for a practice. I'm going to run you through the little setup, baits and how we approach it, and I'll take you along with me and see if we can learn a bit on the way. So let's go and have a look at the rigs and the bait for now. Let's start with the rig. Today I've got a short kit with 13 hollow elastic in. And the reason I've chose to use 13, it's nice and soft, but it gives me a lot of control when I'm shipping back. So when I'm trying to catch carp and F1s across, it gives me a lot of control. The fish aren't going over my peg, I'm just coming back, playing them and netting them. This is down to 017 main line. I've got a back shot there, it's number 8. Then the float is really important for this style of fishing. With this style of fishing, you want a heavy float, so when you feed your bait, put your rig in position and the carp comes in, you don't want it to be wafting like that, sitting up. And if it moves, you want it to resettle dead quickly. So for this, I've got a 4x14 carp sheller. This is ideal because it's nice and heavy and it gets your rig set in position. Down to a glass stem on the float, so it's nice and durable, it's not going to break. So that's perfect. Then down to a 3-inch hook length. This is just a cut down pre-tied GPM 16 to 013 and a bulk of number 8 right on the top of the hook length. This is so the rig sets straight away and it's nice and easy and it doesn't affect your presentation. Moving on now to the pots. These are really important to get right because when you're feeding your bait, you want to feed your bait, set your rig and be fishing as quick as you can. This allows you with the heavy rig to get your rig in position quickly, but you need your bait coming out straight away. So on these pots, there's grooves in the bottom which will allow the water to release the bait nice and quick. Now for the bait, all I've got for the hook is some maggots. Put 3 or 4 on depending on what's in your peg. And then for the other baits I'm using, I've got some ground bait which is match method mix and super crush half and half, and some micro pellets. These are fishery pellets. So what I like to do before I start the session, get two handfuls, a few more, mix them in with the ground bait. So when I pick my ground bait up, there's a few pellets in there so it can hold a few fish, but ideally the ground bait's going to be attracting these fish into the peg. So let's get on the box and see if we can catch a few. So let's get some fishing done. One thing I want to touch on, I've plumbed up to the bottom of the body of the float and I've picked my marker, so when I get to my position I can get it in nice and neatly. One thing I want to touch on, as I all do in my videos when I'm fishing, got everything to hand. I've got my pole there, I've got my bait, I've got my pot that I can change to, I've got my maggots there, so nice and easy and nice and set up. So what we're going to do is slip 3 maggots on, ship across and see if we can get one. I'm going to start off on the medium pot just to see where we are. If we put the bigger pot on to draw some more fishing, but fishing should be alright, so just ship across now. What I like to do is get in line with your marker. I found this a better way. Get to the end of the pole here, just turn it over, get to your spot. Now you want to dunk that pot under the water so it releases them bait nice and fast. As you can see, snuck the bait into the peg there, and lifting my rig up so it's now set in position. So I'm fishing straight away, nice and easy. Just wait for them fish to come in, and it's a really exciting way of fishing this. Like, you can see them come down the bank, tails coming out. You can just nice, you can see them, you can know when you might get one and stuff like that. So just keep there, dead patient. Hopefully it won't be too long before we get one. This shallow water approach can be absolutely devastating. Like I said before, I haven't done much of it. So what I wanted to do, there we are, a few indications there. Oh, there's one. A nice positive bite. As you can see, 13 ollie. Not loads coming out, but there's not too little either. Nice and... I'll just shit back now. Playing nice and steady. Nice F1. So, it's a nice start. Nice F1. Hooked in the top lid, so it shows. Right, so it's basically a little process. So what you do is just get 3 maggots on again. And then start again. So I'm going to load my pot up. So my cab pot is full up. Put the pole together, start again. There's one tail up in my peg there now. But I chose to come down today because I felt that I wasn't good enough at this method, and there's people that are fishing that are really good at it. So what I want to do is just come down, have a little practice and get a bit better at it. There you go. As you can see, when you hook one, it's dead exciting, it turns in your peg. You can see it come out. I've seen that one tailing up. What you want to do is just ship back again. Keep everything neat. Probably an F1, but you can catch some real big carp and stuff like that on this. Nice F1. £2, so you see, it's just a nice simple way of fishing. You can play about with your mix. Some days you might want a few more micros. Some days you might want to just feed ground bait. Some days you might need a piece of corn in the hook. That's the beauty of fishing in general. It's just it being different. So start a little process again. Getting regular bites. I found when I'm doing this fishing, just the key is to be nice and steady. What you can do, just because you can see the fish, you can rush. And I've been guilty of it myself in the past, just rushing around trying to go too fast. It's just nice and steady, so dunk that pot. Oh. It's absolutely solid there now. I was going to say dunk the pot and then get your rigging position, but there's that many fish in the peg now, that one pulled the elastic out. F1 as well. Just shows they linger in your peg in that depth of water, and I couldn't even really see it, that one. But see that 13 holler. Nice. It's pulling some out, this one. Whoa. Yeah, look at that. Another big chunky Tunnel Barn Farm F1. What this place is famous for. Absolutely love fishing here. Just start that process again. Put your maggots on. 3 maggots. Dunk your pot. Try not to squeeze it too tight because it takes a bit longer to come out then. When you've got them fish in your bait, your bait might not release quick enough. But as I said, this style of fishing, I've not done much of it. That's why I wanted to stay on after the match today. Put it into practice, just get used to shipping across. See, I've squeezed that too hard now, so hey, that's come out now. Put it into practice. Because I did that too long there, the fish has come in the peg already because some bait's gone out the pot, and the rig wasn't set correctly, but it's set now, but it's gone out the peg, so luckily we got away with that one. Hopefully we should get one. That's what I mean. If I've squoze that too hard in the pot, it took a longer, but that one ripped the elastic out. But it's all about getting that rig set in position with your feed before the fish come in your peg, basically. And that's the key. There's anglers such as Andy Bennett, Paul Holland, Connor Barlow, unreal at this style of fishing, and that's who you're up against. So this is why you've got to come out and practice. If you can after the match, just stay on, just set the rig up, make sure you put it into practice. Like any sort of fishing, practice makes perfect. Just repeat that a couple more times and then we'll sign off. But as you can see, it's a fantastic way of fishing. On these snake lakes, you can catch them again. Just get on it, maggots on the hook. Fill my pot. Now I'm gonna see my pot's full of ground bit there. And all I'm gonna do is just push it down slightly. So when I get to my peg, and take my pot over, and bait will release dead quick. I can get my rig in position before them fish come flying in. Cause you to not miss any bites and hopefully hook more fish. To get to the mark there. There we are, just push the rig in position. There's a tail next to me float. Really coming in now, these fish. Missed a bite there. What you want to do, if you miss a bite, just give it 10-15 seconds. If it doesn't go again, there you are, it's gone. I was going to say, if it didn't go then, I'd have shipped back and start the process again. Don't be scared to... Where's this going? Don't be scared to come back and refeed. Once that rig's moved and your bait's wafted away, it's basically dead. So what you want to do is just start it again. Another lovely new pool F1. So we'll have one more chuck and then we'll call it a day. But I'm just going to run you through it one more time. So fill my pot up. Now the ground bait's just gone in. Give it a dab. Now this is why it's key to come out and practice, because in a match situation, if you're rushing and clumping it down, you could be causing yourself to miss bites, miss fish even. So what you want to do is get it to the mark, make sure your rig's all in a line, pot your bait in. My rig's set now. Carp just come past my rig. A lot of tails there. Hopefully we should get one. Lower it straight back in. There we go. Now this is a great way of catching carp as well, just because there's so many F1s in this place, but we have had a few carp on it. Just a nice way of fishing. But it's key to learning. I don't want to say, nice F1 again. I don't want to come on a video and just say, oh, this is the way. I want to bring people with me, show what I'm learning all the time. I've found a fault in my fishing, need to get a lot stronger on something, so I've come down today, try and get one. We'll have one more, the old trick, or one more. But I've come down, just a few hours, only been here 2 or 3 hours, just staying on after the match. Again, dab that. Staying after the match, just get a lot better at this sort of style of fishing. It's another thing in your armoury then. So we'll have one go, we'll talk you through it one more time. Get to your mark, which is the end of my pole there. Feed my bait, it's all come out there. Now I've snuck that in before a fish has come in, only just. Oh, there you go. See that? Just big bow wave out the peg and some spooked off. It's absolutely solid. Hey up. So you'd think that 13's too harsh, but it's not. Controls them well, doesn't bully them, doesn't put out a fish, just get them in. So I'll have one. DL. I can spook one then. I'm having to use a puller. Hopefully it's his carp. Oh no, yeah it is. There we go. So you can see the bonus fish you can get on this line. Wouldn't take many of them to do a lovely weight. On them days when the lake's a bit busier and fishing across is better. So, sign off there. Nice carp at the new pool. So I hope you've enjoyed these little tips, stuff I've learned and shared it with you. And if you like the video, don't forget to like it. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, and I'll see you on the bank soon. Cheers.